Hello friends, welcome to channel Reza Blade. I am your friendly neighborhood Reza, and today we are finishing our unboxing video for the Mani boxes. My Mani box, we are doing now one video that's just the unboxing and one video that is a in-depth demo of the plate and some ideas, etc. So, and I really like that option. I hope you guys do too. Some people have said yes, that works for them. I don't think I've heard a no. So that, crossing my fingers, that sounds like a good idea. So the first thing I'm going to talk about, because it's just a polish and I can kind of get it out of the way. You can see the purple. It's on the very bottom. I've been struggling with this all night because I'm like, the purple is there. It's just in extremis, like it's anyway, but just believe me. Anyway, so this is Whispers by AEngland. AEngland. We talked about this in a few minutes ago, I guess. Since, but now I'm filming this part on February 14th, so this is effectively my Valentine's Day video, which is funny because I have a lot more Valentine's Day nails to show you that I'll probably end up showing you tomorrow. But you know what? They're still great video. They're still great images. So the two MoYou London plates were from the Love Is collection. And we got Love Is 12, which is a layering plate. Not normally my, it's not really where my abilities and interests lie. But I know they work so well for a lot of people. So I'm never going to knock them. And I was able to find some images, final images of how some of these, not for every image, but how some of these are supposed to turn out at the end. So I will insert them into this video at various appropriate times. Okay, so this one, well, I'll be trying out on these longer nails. So the second plate is 14, and this is one of those up and down plates where you have some full nail images down here. Some work really well as backgrounds. We're going to see that in just a second here. And oh, I don't think I showed you this Mani. I used a star image from this plate from Sugar Bubbles. Maybe you can see that. Oh, look, the purple, the elusive purple. Anyway, this bit is free-handed. I hope it looks all right. And this actual polish is from a couple Christmases ago by Graceful Polish. I used to swatch for her. Now she's just Australia, and I miss her so much. But if you have the ability to get any Graceful Polishes, I really recommend them. They're just the best. And the words. And the stamping polish I used for this was, they make great hollows and they're known for their great affordable hollows. Pretty sure they count as a drugstore brand. Anyway, so that's the Mani. Wearing it today. Hope I don't mess it up while I'm working on the My Mani box. Since I have shown you this Mani, I am going to put this away so I don't get mixed up. I did feel like I gave you the short shrift in part 1 on these plates. So I did do the whole paper swatcher routine for you, like I do in some other videos. So that I can show off these cool plates. So here are the various different star images, and then there's some, I really do always like these stars. They're good for Galaxy Manis. And then here is something celebratory, maybe a little bit more geared toward New Year's. We'll see. We've got all these numbers here, which help with that hypothesis. Also, popping the cork. Excellent. All right, and see, I told you about all these full nail images. You can use them as backgrounds, I did say. When I'm using something as strong as this in a background, I tend to do tone on tone. So not a lot of contrast. You're looking for a low contrast, but a low contrast that you can still see show up on the back. Sometimes you're going to want to practice that on paper, or, you know, a fake nail or a tile. I have a tile somewhere in here that I can show you. you know, a tile. You can use all sorts of different things. I tend to use paper to practice and see if certain combinations are feasible. And then we've got all sorts of fun I love you things here. I plan to use this image today with you, and I plan to use this image? No, this image today with you. All right. And then here are the, oh, I think this is just a note for me to tell you about how I'm going to pop in these finished images. So we've got these sampled here. They do stamp well. So if you're a layerer or you love layering, you're going to really love these. This is a bow and arrow. And then this is obviously a leaf. I'm going to be using the rose and leaf motifs here. So that will be the other mani. All right. So I think we've looked at all the manis. I mean, all the plates. Done with that. I think... Okay, so I looked at these flaky pots. I'm not going to show you how to use them today, but even though I really covet that gold, I am going to put them all in the giveaway. So right now my giveaway has, we've got the scrubby putty, which is amazing. I use this on my cuticle area to just get all that dead skin off. We also have a brand new stamping gel set by Beauty. I can't use this because it is gel. So hopefully I can give it to someone who will. And so keep out for that giveaway video this week. There are a couple of other things I plan to put in there, but that's for now. Let's get going on the plates, shall we, on the actual work. So I was going to talk today about the origin of the heart symbol, since there are a lot of different opinions about that. The earliest heart symbol I've seen in Occidental or Western society was in an illuminated manuscript. You can probably find it online if you search out illuminated manuscript heart symbol. I think late 14th century, early 15th century. And let me get a little closer in. Before, you don't have a lot of that, but it does appear earlier, just a little bit earlier, 2 centuries earlier maybe, on the other side of the road. This first polish is not a stamping polish, but it's stamping well for me lately. Starstruck Accord. And there's a lot of gold in this, but it is like a violet purple. And I'm going to grab my pizza stamping card, since it's nice and thick and hard. And with these letters, you really want to get down as parallel to the plate as you can. So I should have really only tried to pick up one, but this way I can pick which picked up better. And I think I'm going to use this. Okay, which was I saying? The L and the V. Sorry, I was not in the frame. But here we just now have the L and the V. I'm going to keep it side up because I don't want to redo that. I keep hitting my head on my ring light. You will hear that often from me. I hope everybody's been doing well. I've been doing as I've been doing. I've been doing my 5Ks again. At least 3 times a week. I like to get it back to most every day if I can. But we have, yesterday, I tried to do my 5K, and the whole center of my walking route was blocked off due to an officer-related incident. I'm not going to say the word in case YouTube doesn't like it. But there was Crime Lab and news presents and tape up all over all the places I was trying to go. So I was like, okay, please, officer, tell me where I can go. And we discussed it. We cleared my itinerary with him. And that was fun. A cute officer too, by the way. Very cute. All right. Also, I don't know how much St. Louis gets in like the news play here, like around everywhere. But the bad driving of St. Louis's cops, like, so this one recent thing happened where if you watch the footage, a clearly drunk police officer drove right into a restaurant bar. And when the restaurant bar owner got very upset, they arrested him and charged him with assault. And the car, they did not give the police officer a sobriety test. So people in St. Louis are a little annoyed. And then within the next couple of days, there were a couple more bad driving incidents that made it. And so now it's kind of a meme. So if you see it out there, that's the context that's about. What a lovely chatter for a Valentine's Day. All right, in order to see if what I want is going to work, I'm going to have to put these on now. Because we sometimes have to change our plans as things go. So, make sure everything is in frame. I'm going to use some sticky base coat here. I just refilled it without using polish remover on the edge of the bottle, so it's being stubborn. That is a trick I use. I always clear off the polish, the dried polish on the end of the bottle first, because it's just important. Now, the left one I did okay as far as application. The right one, goodness gracious me, not so much. So we might have to wait a moment for those. So my initial plan for this particular set was to have the rose underneath one and this leaf, stem, branch, whatever, underneath the other one. So we'll see if that works. If it doesn't work, we may go with something as simple as a heart within a heart. This is a sort of a, you do what appeals to you when you want to. Whatever works well. I'm trying not to put my hand on that sticky thing. All right. So usually I go down and then up to make sure I hit the center, because it's a lot easier to see the center when the bottom is this big as opposed to seeing the center when it's that big. I still might be a little off, but not much. So I say, okay, making sure that you're pointing correctly. Always check that before you stamp. Believe it or not, it's an easy mistake to accidentally stamp the wrong thing. And then, boom. All right. Very careful. Did we do it? We did it with a hair. Not by a hair, with a hair. It will live. Also, I really have to lower my expectations. This is a demo. I'm just trying to teach you some things or give you ideas. This is not perfection school. So let's just have some fun. And I'm already at 15 minutes. I'm thinking this will go to about 30. All right, let's see what happens here. I've got... first thing I'm going to do is put this, it's a word. It's probably a branch word. Yes, a branch. All right. So we're going to put this branch here. I don't know what color I want the stem to be. I don't know if I took out any darker greens because I knew what I wanted for this was kind of a, you know, a grass green. All right, so here we go. And then I put the stem on top of it. Let's choose a stem together, even though I can't hear your responses. So here's the color I used. I love this green. It's my favorite green. This green is Be a Kiwi by Be Loves Plates. This is from Beautometry. And this is something, but they're usually darker, not lighter. Let's see. This might work. This is kind of a chartreuse. This is In a Pickle by Hit the Bottle. And as with all these tiny images, like the fine lines, thing I do is I make sure it's super clean first, lots of alcohol, and then once it dries, I leave the stamp on there. You're safe for a couple of seconds. As long as you don't swipe right away, you're safe for a couple seconds. So, boom. Let's see what this looks like. We've got an image. Let's go. Let's go. Time is of the essence. Time is of the essence. I can't, I don't know if this is right. I couldn't, I don't know. I couldn't orient it. It wasn't working for me. But that's what we've done, so that's what I have. Now on the other side, I had planned to do that rose. Let's see if we have room to do that rose. Now, it doesn't matter what color, but just in case we can do the color, I'm going to pick the rose color. And the main rose color, I don't know. See, I never know if they want us to do dark down here and then lighter on the way up, or is it darker on the way up? So I'm gonna, let's see. Let's do an experiment for science, okay? So what I'm gonna do down here, does this look good? I don't know. I have so many pinks over here, you would not believe me. So if I reject one, it's okay. There's another one coming, and this pink goes really well with this. This is kind of a magenta, so I'm going to put this down. It's very old polish, so I hope it even works. Usually they're pretty sticky and really great for stamping by the time they're pretty old. Some of my very old stamps, stamping polishes make for, I mean, some of my very own polishes make for fabulous stamping polishes in the future. All right, we're going to go. We're going to go for it. Can you see me? You can see me. I'm gonna zoom in though, everybody. Since I'm about to do some more detail work, I want you to be able to see it. Golly, I feel real intimate with y'all. Okay, so, did I tell you? I didn't. So I had all sorts of things. I never make New Year's resolutions. I had all sorts of things I wanted to do for the New Year's because I'm trying to get back. I'm trying to snap back from COVID, but it's not really working as well as I'd prefer it to. And another thing about it is, another thing I decided to do for Valentine's Day, not Valentine's Day, for the New Year, is to give up Diet Dr. Pepper. I have Diet Dr. Pepper about over 2 liters a day. And all of you are probably gasping. But you know what? I love it. I think we're going to use this for the top one. So is this dark enough for a good, let's hope. Some of these metallics are very tricky as far as what color they actually stamp with. So we'll just see. We'll see if it fools us. And if it fools us, there's always a way out. All right. So I'm going to move that So anyway, I was getting over COVID. Still having migraines every day. Although I feel great right this very second. In an hour, that may be different. It's like how something's on the front burner sometimes, and sometimes it's on the back burner. It's the same way. I don't know. I don't know that I really like. I don't think there's really a lot of the word that indicates the difference between the hues, darkness and light. I don't know if there's an appropriate difference. That's not the word, but sometimes I lose my words. That's what's happening right now, but I don't know if that will work. So I'm actually kicking the metallic out of the race, and I'm gonna go with this, which is kind of halfway between violet and pink. It is also 7 years old. Got it when I first started stamping. Be a miracle if it works. We better get meteor. We better get meteor. We had better get Miracle Max on the line. And if he's all dead, what do? You go through his pockets for loose change. The Princess Bride can be quoted every single day. I maintain that. Classic of our time. That Wesley scene rolling down the hill with the As You Wish. That. Sorry, I just had to compare it to, I want the alignment to be correct. It's still, I don't know. We're going to look at this. It's still kind of similar. But you know what makes the image? As far as layering goes, it's that last image. So let's see how that goes, okay? We're going to use that dark purple that we used for the love. And see how that works. Anyway, I don't know what I was going into. I gave up my 2 liters of Diet Dr. Pepper a day, and now I've been drinking coffee. And my least favorite thing of the morning now is having brushed my teeth and wincing every time I take a sip during my first cup of joe. And I thought that my dad had handed me a really easy fix to that, and he sent me a link so that I can buy, wait for it, coffee flavored toothpaste. Now, a miracle product, right? Either you love the idea or you hate the idea. I loved the idea. Can you see me? Can you see me now? Now you can see me. It looks kind of like a Willy Wonka whirlpool. I'm about to be hearing that scary, scary poem. Spoken really well by Gene Wilder, but I don't know about that. What can I do to like this rose better? I do know what I can do. Here's what I'm going to do. The fixes are on the fly. Nothing is ever perfect. But we're going to take some leaves, because there are leaves. These 3 leaves. Can you see them yet? No, you probably can't see them. These 3 leaves next to the rose, the big empty rose. So the no Diet Dr. Pepper thing is going well. I only allow myself a Diet Dr. Pepper twice a week on my shopping trips. Like if I'm going big shopping, then I can go Diet Dr. Pepper. Let's see if this works. All right, we're going to do another one. This isn't to make it necessarily look prettier. This is to reaffirm that the shape that we have stamped onto the nail is, in fact, believe it or not, a rose. All evidence to the contrary. So we get some more. This guy, which is my perfect guy, is a little bit not perfect. So I'm going to take my lint roller. I almost called it flaxseed oil. Some of you know how my mind works. It substitutes really inappropriate words for words that are actually what I mean. So anyway, you'll experience it at some point, I'm sure. My counselor just found out, or therapist or whatever, just found out about it yesterday, and she freaked out. She's like, "You did not tell me this." I'm like, "I swear I told you this. This is one of the most embarrassing things about me. I am quite certain I told you this." I like to, with my therapist, I like to get the scary stuff out of the way first. I'm like, here are the possible reasons that you might find yourself unwilling to work with me. So, let's get that. But yes, my words are just as persnickety as my personality. Sometimes Mom says, since I can't have a kid who is as stubborn as I was, I do have the opportunity to have a mouth that is as stubborn as I was. Okay, so this doesn't look like much right here, but I think I saved it, especially since we have one more stamp to put down. And this is for shading. Hope you didn't hear this. There's a trash emptying going on behind my house, but there is an alley, so there's a bit of distance there. Hopefully you don't hear it. This is not what I picked out. I picked out this. This is in case this is not opaque enough, because Hit the Bottle polishes are always opaque enough for what I need. And that is not necessarily true for the other things that I use. All right, let's see. Are we doing this? We are doing this. Let's go. Hey ho, let's go. All right. Now here. Where does it go? On the edge? In the middle? I'm going to say in the middle. And now that Stuck in the Middle with You song is going to go in my head. I don't even know if this is a thing. Is this a thing? Is this a thing? Is this how flowers are? I don't do flowers. I've always told my partners that I would really prefer not to have flowers for any kind of Valentine's Day or anything, because I know that they give them potions that will make them alive longer or look alive longer, but you just, you snip them, you kill them. Please don't kill things for me. It's not romantic. This is such a long video. You guys who are saying do the long videos, I really hope you meant it, because I haven't even started on the other one yet. I've had some trouble with this one. All right, I think I'm gonna, I don't know, totally not perfect, but I think I'm gonna say quits, since we're at, oh God, we're 30 minutes already. Okay, so I'm gonna be done with this demo, and then I'm going to release the third demo as a different thing. All right. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and definitely leave a comment. I live for the comments. Please tell me what you think, which plate you like best, whether you like the demo I put together, and whether you'll watch the third video, because I'm not putting out an hour-long video.